There was no countdown, no dramatic pause, just a single confirmation window. Confirm loss of intermediary. I didn't look at Marcus, didn't look at Lisa, because this wasn't a group decision anymore. It was a responsibility. I pressed confirm. Nothing happened. That was the first mistake people make. They expect reaction. But the failsafe didn't announce itself. It didn't send alerts. It didn't crash systems. It propagated. Marcus watched the network map. Packets are splitting, he said quietly. Not broadcasting, branching. To where? Lisa asked. Marcus swallowed. To oversight bodies. To academic review boards. To nonprofit compliance auditors. To ethics committees that don't coordinate with each other. I nodded. He didn't want one audience, I said. He wanted many quiet ones, asterisk. Within minutes, nothing changed. Within an hour, still nothing. That was the brilliance. No one receiving the data knew. They weren't the only one. Each thought they'd stumbled onto something alone. Independent concern. Independent review. Independent discomfort. Andrew's files didn't accuse. They explained. Language patterns used in supportive takeovers. The logic behind adaptive management. The quiet handoff points. Anyone reading it would recognize something they'd already seen. Or felt. That recognition spreads faster than outrage. Marcus leaned back. They can't stop this, he said. Not without confirming it. Yes, I replied. And they can't accelerate it either. The system thrives on timing. Andrew broke that. At 2:17 a.m., the first response arrived. Not public. Internal. A city advisory board postponed a vote. No explanation. At 2:41, a university ethics panel canceled a partnership review. At 3:02, a nonprofit consortium requested clarification on governance frameworks. Lisa stared at the screen. They're hesitating. Yes, I said. And hesitation is contagious. Then my phone rang. Blocked. But the voice was familiar. Calm. Measured. Stripped of pretense. You crossed a line, the woman said. No, I replied. I removed one. A pause. You don't understand what you've destabilized. I understand exactly, I said. A system that only works when no one compares notes. Silence stretched. You've made yourselves radioactive, she said finally. Marcus smiled faintly. That was always going to happen. The call ended. No threats. No demands. Just withdrawal. That was worse for them. At dawn, the city looked the same. Buses ran. Phones buzzed. Coffee brewed. But beneath it, a quiet shift had begun. Not collapse. Awareness. The kind that doesn't march. Or chant. Or tweet. The kind that asks, wait, is this happening elsewhere too? Andrew hadn't saved us. He'd changed the water we were all swimming in. Lisa exhaled slowly. So what are we now? She asked. I looked at the dim hallway. At people waking up without knowing what had changed. We're not a symbol, I said. And we're not a target anymore. Marcus raised an eyebrow. What are we then? I answered honestly. A reference point. Because from now on, any system that tried to convert a place quietly would find resistance waiting for it. Not in the streets. Not in the courts. But in the minds of people who suddenly knew what to look for. The trigger had been pulled. Not to end the story, but to make sure it could never be told the same way again.